Hello, my name is Austin Shadle, and welcome back to the Life Endurance Podcast, where we explore methods of unlocking your true potential in the greatest endurance race we all partake in, life. Today, I want to do a little check-in. We all know the saying, you are what you eat, and hopefully you understand how much of an impact our physical diet has on our life, but what isn't talked about nearly enough is our mental diet. I've talked about parts of this in past videos, considering how different external influences can affect our lives, often in very subtle but powerful ways. Our mental diet involves many factors: the people you spend time with, the shows or movies you watch, and the kinds of content you follow online. We live in a very overstimulating world, and if we don't take control of what we expose ourselves to, it can be detrimental to our ability to reach our goals as well as maintain good mental health. Remember that regardless of your current mentality or feelings, everything you are exposed to is influencing you. Every news story you listen to or read about, every TikTok or Instagram reel, every Facebook or Twitter post you read, and every person who talks to you. Whether you realize it or not, each of these instances will change your mentality, and small things can add up. This is why we need to stay diligent in controlling what we are exposed to. For example, the news these days thrives on instilling fear rather than feel-good stories, which makes sense because as humans, we are wired towards self-conservation and focus on potential threats more than the positive aspects of life. But if all you read or watch is negative news stories day in and day out, you will rewire your thoughts to only see those potential negatives in life. You will struggle to maintain a hopeful and positive outlook because everything you're exposed to is negative. If you have a big goal like running a marathon, and the only people or content you expose yourself to promote unhealthy habits and judge you for wanting to do something so unnecessary, like running long distance for fun, you're going to struggle to maintain the internal motivation and confidence necessary to reach your goal. Take a minute and reflect on the last few days. What has your mental diet consisted of? What kind of social media have you spent your time looking at? What have you read lately? What kind of news have you watched? Remember that even though it felt interesting or satisfying in the moment, that doesn't mean it was something good for your mental diet. Now that you've given it some thought, did the content align with your goals? Did it actually improve your mental health? I'll also add the question of, was there anything maybe not negative, but also not positive? Just random stuff that added no value. I would consider this a negative as well. We only have so much mental bandwidth, and how we spend it is a major factor in our success. If you are someone with big goals and aspirations, this needs to be a focus and piece of your life to apply discipline to. Like I mentioned before, everything is influencing you whether you realize it or not. So it is up to you to control what you are exposed to. If you realize now that a lot of your surroundings, social media, or even personal relationships are not a positive input for your mental diet, you now have a difficult and uncomfortable task ahead. Do you choose to stay comfortable where you are, or do the hard thing and minimize or eliminate these negative inputs so you can continue to achieve your goals? Self-development and having big goals is not easy, but it is the key to living a fulfilling life. Chasing your goals. Eliminate as many negative inputs from your life as possible and believe in yourself. That wraps it up for today. Let's help remind others about the importance of a mental diet by sharing this episode, because we all need a reminder from time to time. If you want to support the podcast as well as yourself, check out my affiliate links in the description. You can find my favorite Cage supplements and get 15% off with the code SHADY15, as well as my favorite adventure gear from Kettle Mountain with their lifetime repair guarantee. Check it out now to get 15% off of your first order. And if you ever want to reach out, hit me up on Instagram at endurancebeast. I thank you for listening today, and as always, I look forward to sharing the next episode.